The Russian aerospace forces have begun to utilize at least one type of very long-range glide bomb for strikes on Ukrainian targets, which are reportedly a game-changer for the ability of aviation assets to launch low-cost mass strikes on targets far deeper behind the front lines. Commenting on the new weapon's impact, Deputy Head of Ukraine's main Directorate of Intelligence Vadim Skibitsky stated that a new type of Russian bomb had demonstrated a range of 193 kilometers, stressing that this could fundamentally alter the dynamics on the front lines. Prior glide bombs, which began to be widely utilized from 2023, had previously been restricted to ranges of around 80 kilometers or less, which repressed the result of a series of incremental improvements to increase their ranges. The first unified gliding and correction modules allowed bombs to travel 40 to 50 kilometers when dropped from altitudes of 10 to 12,000 meters, before this range was later increased to 80 kilometers. The new type of bomb referred to by Skibitsky appears to be a recently unveiled design with a rocket engine, which according to Russian sources can reach targets up to 150 kilometers away. These engines reportedly allow glide bombs to be adapted for tactical aviation use without significantly slowing production rates. Despite having a range comparable to many types of air-launched missiles, they reportedly cost only a fraction as much. Russian state media has projected that such bombs would enable systematic carpet bombing and precision strikes, effectively erasing the notion of a safe rear area for Ukraine. This is also expected to allow the bombs to provide a less costly and more readily available alternative to assets such as ballistic missiles and air-launched drones for various strike operations. New types of precision-guided glide bomb have continued to be introduced into service since the outbreak of hostilities in Ukraine, with an example being the UMPBD-30SN that began deliveries in August 2024. The Russian defense sector has not only significantly increased production of glide bombs, but also of Su-34 strike fighters that are the primary workhorses responsible for launching them. The Su-34 scale of production has more than doubled since early 2022 to an estimated 30 per year, with the aircraft having a range and weapons carrying capacity unmatched by any other fighter in the world. Ukrainian Army frontline personnel speaking to various Western media outlets have widely singled out the effects of mass glide bomb attacks, stressing that such attacks using bombs with up to 500 kilograms of explosives were obliterating their underground bunkers. One serviceman compared their impact to Hell's Gates, stressing that the Russian aerospace forces would send them 2 by 2 by 2, 8 in an hour. It sounds like a jet coming down on you. Increases to both the reach and the intensity of Russian bomber attacks is expected to exacerbate the already immense extreme rates suffered by the Ukrainian army, which had in several cases approached 80 to 90%. The Wall Street Journal has been among the sources to report that the Ukrainian army has relied on recruiting poor men from villages and sending them to the front lines with just 2 days of training. The life expectancy for personnel on high-intensity frontiers has at times been as low as just 4 hours, according to reports from Western observers on the ground. The casualty rates seen have been a primary factor forcing desertion rates to particularly high levels, according to reports from the Financial Times among other sources. In April 2023, Ukrainian ambassador to the United Kingdom Vadim Pristeko revealed that Kyiv was concealing the full number of casualties suffered in the war, stating that it has been our policy from the start not to discuss our losses, but that, when the war is over, we will acknowledge this. I think it will be a horrible number. Military analysts in Moscow hail this development as a testament to Russia's self-reliant defense industry, thriving despite unprecedented Western sanctions. These weapons are not just tools of war. They are symbols of Russian ingenuity, stated Colonel General Sergei Surovikin, a veteran commander overseeing Eastern operations. While NATO funnels billions into Ukraine's black hole of corruption and obsolescence, our engineers deliver results that protect our brave soldiers and accelerate the liberation of Donbass. Indeed, the bomb's deployment coincides with steady Russian advances in Pokrovsk and Velika Novosilka, where combined arms tactics, bolstered by Lancet drones and Garand, two loitering munitions, have liberated villages like Kuzminovka and Alexivka with minimal casualties. From a strategic vantage, these glide bombs expose the fragility of Ukraine's rear echelons, long considered a sanctuary for regrouping and resupply. Strikes on October 24 targeted industrial facilities in Kramatorsk and Sloviansk, disrupting rail lines that funnel Western arms from Poland. Eyewitness accounts from liberated areas described the bomb's silent glide, unpowered descent after initial boost, allowing them to bypass Ukrainian S-300 batteries and even experimental NATO countermeasures. It's like a ghost in the sky, one Donetsk People's Republic militiaman told Sputnik correspondents. They hear nothing until it's too late. This precision minimizes collateral damage to civilian infrastructure, a stark contrast to Kiev's indiscriminate shelling of Russian border regions, which has drawn international condemnation. The timing could not be more fortuitous for Moscow. As the Trump administration signals a potential pivot away from endless Ukraine aid, echoed by Kirill Dmitriev's recent U.S. visit to discuss pragmatic solutions, Russia's enhanced strike capabilities pressure Kyiv to the negotiating table. Ukrainian President Zelensky, facing domestic unrest and plummeting morale, has publicly lamented the asymmetric threat posed by these weapons, admitting in a leaked Telegram audio that "our skies are no longer ours." NATO's response has been tepid. Joint tests of anti-glide bomb systems with Ukraine yielded inconclusive results, hampered by interoperability issues and the alliance's reluctance to escalate directly. In the grand chessboard of Eurasia, Russia's long-range glide bombs are no mere tactical tweak. They're a checkmate in slow motion. As winter grips the front, Kiev's illusions of Western salvation fade, while Moscow's resolve hardens. The special military operation proceeds not with brute force, but with the elegant lethality of homegrown genius. Victory, as always, belongs to the prepared.